you're saying there, yeah?
Del Delta's just been pulled off the circuit here, but we don't normally see him in the Supertwins here, so I'm not sure what's going on here.
I wonder if he's going to do a quick shakedown there. I wonder if he's asked, we've seen a couple of people do a quick shakedown. Obviously, we saw Graham go out with the DFDS Yamahas before. So, yeah, is he going to do a quick...
No, it's back in the pits here, but we do have the race underway then. So the Thunderbike Sport and the Supertwins are underway, and it's James O'Mara who takes the whole shot then ahead of Matt Weatherall. That's difficult to see from this distance. I'm sure Tony Russo will be right up there in the mix as well. Of course, Tony, who took second place earlier on today by a tenth of a second over the number 77 machine of Joe White, the 19-year-old from Bromley then, who on his Suzuki were looking to put himself back on the podium once more. But down Craney curves and through the old hairpin they go then, and we'll wait for them to come back into our sight centre. And there they are, right on cue, James O'Mara and Matt Weatherall, as they have been throughout the course of the entirety of this weekend then. And it is James O'Mara on the F900 BMW who leads the way, ahead of the Suzuki, the Le Mans Racing supported Suzuki of Matt Weatherall. So 79 leads the number 9. As has been the case at the checkered flag on 2 occasions out of the 3 so far this weekend. But Matt Weatherall, we said it earlier, but we'll say it again there, yesterday on the podium said that while they are in different classes, and in fact James O'Mara not actually scoring points, they are racing, proper racing between Matt Weatherall and James O'Mara.
Matt is definitely enjoying it. It's the first real competition he's had all year. And again, you had a couple of good results at Pembrey in the tricky conditions there, but Matt soon made short work of that on the Saturday there, Sunday there. So 10 wins is the haul so far this year out of, well actually no, it won't be 10 wins, it's 13 wins now out of 16 races. So a great result, of course. He's looking to make that 14 out of 16 as Matt Weatherall comes across the line just ahead by about half the bike length of James O'Mara. Joe White once again a strong position and with his second place in class and third place overall. Simon Bastable behind him, then it's Tony Biswell. Tony Russo, Mark Biswell, Adam Jameson. Good to see Adam up there. He's made up 4 places on the opening lap there. There are Sean Wallace, Dan Mercer, and Taylor Arbin, Day, Houghton, May. That's the battle, of course, in the mini twins. Now, the super twins, sorry. Now, Arbin, Houghton, and May are very much the championship contenders in that particular scrap. Arbin coming into this round. And Ollie would love to get some points. I know Dad is listening over there whilst watching at the Isle of Man as well. So hello again to you, Justin. We can see Morgan there on the Aprilia. He's remarkably reliable Aprilia run, like most Aprilias it seems, from Morgan there. And Ollie is on his mini twin, the SV650. So fastest lap for O'Mara as he now takes over the front running there from Weatherall by 0.666 of a second. Joe White up next. Tony Russo finds a way past him, Simon Bastable on that particular lap. Everybody else pretty much stays where they are. Very minor change at the back. The 19th place, Svensson goes past on far. But that's really not going to make any difference to anybody's life whatsoever. Interesting to note that we did see a fastest first section time there at purple for Mark Biswell, so he's clearly got the measure of the first section. But again, these times could be measured in literally thousandths of a second. That could be the difference between purple, green, yellow, and blue. Yeah, you mentioned the lap times between James O'Mara on that MRO 600 machine and also his F900. It seems that he's in around about 1 minute 15. He's done a 1 minute 14 earlier on today, a 1 minute 14, 1 minute 15 as well. Okay, so it's a little bit slower than an MRO 600 basically.
A couple of seconds or so.
Yeah.
Oh, got a rider down there, sorry to interrupt there, Coppice. So looks like a rider down at the entrance in towards Coppice there, so easily done there. It's happened a few times throughout the course of this weekend, but a rider down at the entrance of Coppice. So let's call them across the line then. James O'Mara, Matt Weatherall is first and second. Tony Russo, Mark Biswell, Joe White, and then the number 19 machine of Simon Bastable. Sean Wallace, Dan Mercer up next on bike 15. Then it's the second machine, the new Thunderbike Sport rookie lap record holder. And we're watching the number 54 machine of Adam Jameson drop down the timing screen there. I did think I've got caught a glimpse of a yellow bike go down to the gravel. And unfortunately, Adam Jameson dropping down 19th, 20th, 21st place for the former champion in this class. Rider up and okay, I've just heard on the radio, so that's all good news for Adam there. And yeah, as you say, it's always unfortunate to lose somebody. Won't have any effect on the overall outcome of the race as O'Mara comes across the line once again to set another fastest lap of 14.544 on that F900 BMW. And yeah, we took it the MRO 600s. Of course, Matt Weatherall was on a bike which would have been eligible for the MRO 600s 20 years ago, basically. I think it's a 2004 machine
He's riding that Gixxer 6 if it's something like that. Anyway, it's certainly not the springiest chicken on the block. That gives you an idea of the relative performance, because these guys are very good at what they do. So if they're turning into the 1:14 type times, that's telling us that they're a couple of seconds slower than the ultimate pace. So I know Matt was looking forward to trying to get a lap record here. Well, he's done the fastest lap of the race with a 14.513, which is a tenth of a second or so slower than James O'Mara, quicker than James O'Mara on that lap. But James is about a second up the road. So lost the DRS-X, 1.044 seconds. Mark Biswell manages past Tony Augusto, so that is for a place. Unfortunately for Joe White, he's now off of the podium in fourth place there. Supertwin and Bastable there. Again, we've got to ignore him really, because Simon and James are not eligible for points. So Ollie Arbin, who is nearly 4 seconds ahead of Melbourne May, so that's great news to him, looking to pick up 25 points. Melbourne in turn is about 0.8 of a second ahead of Craig Houghton. Andy Firth, another F900. Andy won't be eligible for points either, actually, because he's a BSB runner as well. We've got Wilton and Nadieva, so she should pick up points, Irina. In fact, I think she could be classified as high as 4th, so that'd be a very good result for her. We've got Tom Svensson behind, another super twin, though I think technically that is a basic mini twin. But he's still looking to pick up some useful points there as well. So Mara comes across the line to complete lap number 5. He went green at sector 1, where his rival went purple. And they've done it again, mate. Look, double purples at the top there. We think they might have done the identical lap times. And it's a 14.054 this time for Weatherall. He's still pursuing his rival. He's getting a little bit closer, but not quite close enough to pass the man and give him a serious challenge, much as he'd like to. And I have to say at this stage, I don't want to put mockers on it, but I think Jack Sims' Thunderbike Sport lap record is looking good for another year, mate. But
what is the lap record at the moment there? Sorry,
it's a 13.747. So we're around about a quarter of a second away from, which is nothing in real terms. But I do wonder if Matt Weatherall is at the absolute peak. I know his tyres are probably going to be past their best. We're now 5 laps into this 8-lap race. It's not purple again though, it's sector 1. I'll tell you what, if he can grab that lap record, he's going to have the widest grin in the paddock, because that's something he'd really like. I genuinely wonder if he's let James drop, if he's dropped back from James to give him that target. You know James is going to push on, and obviously if he's too close to James, he could lose a little bit of a fraction here and there. What does he do? He does it 13. That is a lap record. You've done it, Matt. Well done. I know you wanted that one very badly indeed. So I tell you what, it's going to be the widest smile in the paddock at the end of this race, that's for sure. I wonder if he deliberately dropped back so he could have somebody to chase and to give himself a good target for that lap record. Matt is a very intelligent guy. He really is a thinking man's racer. He is an instructor by yes, all right to read it, mate. He is an instructor teaching people how to drive fire engines quickly these days. He used to be the senior instructor for the Metropolitan Police on motorbikes as well, so clearly knows his stuff when it comes to all things motoring. And I think he knows that James O'Mara is A, not scoring points, is B, not in the same class as him, so you let the guy get a little bit ahead, you get some really good heat into your tyres, and you use him as your target. I genuinely wonder if that was a tactic. I'd love to talk to Matt about that. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get the opportunity today. But I might have to give him a call at some point and have a bit of a chat about that, because that was really impressive stuff. So I'm afraid, Jack, your lap record has gone. Matt knew he was going to be close to it this weekend, and look, he's still chasing after O'Mara. O'Mara is not letting out of this, because O'Mara's into the 13s as well. In fact, I better check the Super Twin lap record as well. I think Nicky Coates has got that from last 2-3, so we're not quite on that doorstep yet, are we? But again, we're into the 13, so that sort of shows the pace these two are going. A lap record pace for Perrin.
I've got a battle there for second and third in the Thunderbike Sports as well, because Mark Biswell and Tony Russo came across the line at just over a tenth of a second separated Mark from Tony, 0.105 between the number 33 and the 69. And we've got a battle between Melbourne May and Craig Houghton, very close on second indeed. Now they, of course, are championship contenders, first and second coming into this weekend, aren't they?
Yeah. Craig down the inside on that Kawasaki, right? Isn't he? Oh, Melbourne May trying to take the crew around the outside there.
brave stuff, but he can't quite make it. And they all see the last lap flag. They know the hurry up is on.
Race leader, look at them coming around Coppis now, and that's as close as they've been since around about lap 1 or 2. So right in the slipstream is Matt Weatherall as they come down the back straight, then in towards the chicane. Then so we've got a few back markers who won't come into play here. Up the inside is
late breaker. Matt's good on the brakes, and he chooses exactly the right moment. I tell you what, if you want to see somebody ride a near perfect race, that's it. But unfortunately for him, it is going to be James O'Mara who just pips him at the post there. So the checker flag goes out, and the riders will first to congratulate each other, of course. Great stuff, good comradeship between the two of them as that battle for third place goes to Tony Russo, but more importantly for Tony, that's second in class ahead of Mark Biswell there. Joe Wright picks up some more useful points for his 4th place. Simon Bastable does finish in 6th place, second of the Super Twins. However, that counts for nothing really. It's Sean Wallace finishing down there in 5th in class. He's the one who will be most happy with that. Dan Mercer up next. It's the rookie Taylor. What did he get down to this time? 17, so he didn't quite get into the 16th that he did earlier there, so that's a very